It's J Elizabeth, and I am late, as Mercy has texted me and let me know. But today will be about the Pluto Return, and it's happening on the 22nd of this month, February 2022, for the USA. Other countries have Pluto Returns, of course, but we're not talking about them. I think it's funny that it gave y'all a notification that I was going live because I didn't know it was going to do that. But let's get into this message. So, Pluto, let's just give a quick recap. Pluto is like a planet of change, transformation, rebirth, death, transformation. I already said that, and change overall. I wrote notes so I don't miss anything. And as an entrepreneur, I feel like it's super important to acknowledge this time because it's a change of power. It's a shift of power. And if you want to be in one of those opening up positions, you have to set the intention, one. And two, you have to actually do what needs to be done. You got to put yourself out there. You got to show up. You know, you can't just say, "Oh yeah, I want that spot." Hey, you can't say I want that spot and not actually show up. So as the US pays for all the stuff that is done, as the US is being, you know, like all the stuff that was in the swamp, you know, they were draining the swamp, all the stuff that was in the swamp that they were trying to like bury under so we couldn't find out and figure out, is gonna come to light. And that might mean nothing for some of us, that might mean everything for some of us, but majority of us need to find our community. And that doesn't mean like, you know, the Black community or like women community, but those can be a part of the community that you serve. Figure out who you want to serve. And I didn't mean to base this on entrepreneurship, but as an entrepreneur, I guess it'll just go that way. So before, we just had our communities all out and about. Hey, Cosmic Queen. And like farmers were what they were, and we don't really talk about them. We go to the farmers market every now and then, but we don't really like mingle with them or get any information from them. You know, there were the people that did hair. There were the people that did nails. There were the people that did interior design. There were people that did feng shui. You know, that we had our own little niches. We called them niches instead of communities. But now, in your community, in your friend group, in your soul tribe, whatever you want to call it, because that's what we've been moving towards, you need someone with that knowledge. Like, it's time to figure out who has the knowledge to grow stuff, who has the knowledge to do hair, who has the knowledge to get your feng shui right, who has the knowledge to do all of that, and add them to your network. In the past, networking wasn't that important for the people that were, I would say, not in the top 1%, or like to like middle class, lower class. And as we can see, the middle class is kind of phasing out. Like, McDonald's workers asked for $15 an hour. They used to get paid maybe 6, 7, 8, maybe 9, I don't really know, but they were considered the lower class. And now they get paid like legit $15 an hour. Everything is going up. The price of everything is going up. And the middle class, some people aren't even making $15. Some people who were comfortably middle class aren't even making $15 anymore. Rent is going up. Price of everything is going up. You want to get your hair done, it's going up. Everything is going up. Okay? So it is important to set intentions that you will be financially comfortable. You will be able to express yourself and be a contribution to a community that serves you and that you can serve. I took a communication class when COVID, you know, like everything was online. So I just, you know, enrolled in class, college, and took a course real quick. Why not? And they were saying, like, when it comes to people, we really do have openings. So like, you yourself, think of yourself as like a business, and you have openings. Like, you want a spouse, significant other that does things that you can do with them. You have a best friend that you can do things with them. You have maybe a therapist, you can do things with them. You have open spots, like you need people to send in their resumes for those spots. And if they're not filling that position correctly, you should kick them out, you should fire them, you should get rid of them, you should replace them. And it is not to think that you're using people, but you kind of are. Like we're here to connect. We're here to use each other. I know use is kind of like a harsh term, but before only the top 1% did it. Now it's going from like a triangle to like a spectrum, I guess you could say. So you're either over here, not doing jack diddly, not connecting, like you're gonna have a lot of anxiety, probably depression, you're not connecting with anybody, and that's really a part of self-care. And you're out of the loop. So you're gonna be out of the loop or in the loop. It's gonna be like a spectrum. You're gonna be in the loop or out of the loop, and you're either gonna fall somewhere on the scale. This is more comfortable, of course, and this side is like chaos, likely. But as the population grew, because I think I looked it up, it was like 336 million people in America. That top 1% has a good number. But the bottom, the middle class and the poverty class, has a bigger number. Now, it used to be way smaller, but now it's way bigger. So now imagine the people that were on the bottom. Now we all have a chance to climb to the top. All those people. Some are going to make it over here, some are not going to make it. But you have to figure out what you can contribute to society. It's literally what we came here. Hey, Justina. It's literally what we came here to do. Contribute to each other. So, I'm kind of cold. Sorry. So, as we're rebuilding in this Pluto transformation, Pluto return, as we're seeing a rebirth, death to the old, and out with the old, in with the new, like I've been saying, like all last year. Figure out your spot. Get a good spot, you know? You choose. So I know it gets a little confusing when you're doing your self-development and stuff. And sometimes it can put you in a depression because you're comparing yourself to others. But it's important to figure out what you bring to the table specifically. Like, are you really good with talking to people? Are you really good at teaching people? Are you really good at learning things? Are you just curious? You know, for me, I'll talk about me in a second, but think about it like this. There's 4 places where you can fit yourself into: self-discovery, self-development, self-mastery, and self-actualization. And I'll talk about those like in the next coming days if you don't know what I'm talking about. Because just 4 little groups. I fit into 2: self-discovery and self-development. I love helping people develop themselves. I love giving advice. I love getting advice. I love discovering people. I love the discovery process, honestly. And that's why I'll be doing retreats soon. I'm doing a Mother's Day retreat to start. And that's why I go to events. And I was talking about that yesterday, what event I'm going to this year. And that's why I just started organizing my life around meeting people, networking, and figuring out what people are doing, where they're doing it at, and how I can contribute to them and how they can contribute to me, because we're all here to connect. It's kind of going back to how there was bartering and trading, but with knowledge and experiences, and of course business products and things of that nature. But figure out what you can contribute, because there's openings, so why not fill them? And it's going to take work, but if you have a team, if you have support, and if you have your community, it won't be difficult at all. And if you need to go find them, I suggest you just set some money aside every month and set intentions that you'll have everything you need, you know, to go do those things. Because events and retreats are not cheap. Even the price of those are going up. And as I said before, I am a big fan of self-development and self-discovery. So I am going in that field. And right now, my self-program is $59. And the price is actually originally $111, but I put it on sale for everybody. Because the price is going up on everything, And now I'm adding more to my self program, and everybody that buys it at this price will get it for free. But the new price is going to be $397 because everybody has to be able to pay for everything that they're doing. So, like everybody, the price is going up. But until the 22nd of February, it is $59. And that just assists you with figuring out where your place in society is. It comes with the digital planner. It comes with a bunch of perks that I will list below. I don't want to talk about that right now. But I think everybody that's watching this should come up with their logo, kind of. Like, because we should be promoting ourselves and we should be understanding where we fit in, what we can assist people with. Like, I'm Jay Elizabeth. I am interested in self-discovery and self-mastery. Well, not self-mastery. I love self-mastery, but you don't come to me self-mastery because I just want to be curious with you guys. I want to discover things with you guys, but I do want self-development to keep it orderly. Keep it orderly discovery. Not necessarily mastered, but ordered. And I do this by way of exposure to things. Like my first retreat is in Oregon, which is kind of random, but there's a lot of Black people in Oregon. I do it through astrology, energy manipulation. I do it through the World Wide Web here. So that was me practicing my logo. And this is me reaching out and letting you guys know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a virtual assistant. I'm looking for a PR agent. And I'm also looking for an app developer. And I'm also looking for reviews for my self-program clients. So if you have taken the self-program and you haven't emailed me, feel free to email me at jaylizabeth.com. And if you're interested in any of those spots, feel free to send your resume to jaylizabeth.com and we will get back to you soon. That was not that hard. You guys can do the same. Couple books I recommend you read. We Should All Be Millionaires. There's another book that I recommend. Well, listen to her podcast and you'll see a bunch of people that she interviewed. It's called the 7-Figure Club. 7-Figure Hello 7. It's called Hello 7. And it'll get you into building your systems, your team, your foundation for entrepreneurs. But the Pluto Return is coming. Look into digital currency. Look into building online presence if you're interested in that. Look at structures of alternative capitalism. Learn capitalism, but look at alternative structures. If you want me to talk about that stuff, I can. Get friends that are in high places. You can go to country clubs. You can go to lots of places. You can go to galas. You can go to events. You can go to festivals, conferences. Just check what's in your area. There's a lot of stuff coming up every month, honestly. So just check in your area at least. And they have online events. So check that. And I'll also keep you guys updated if there's anything coming up. I think that's everything. You know, the Great Resignation is occurring. Everybody's resigning. Nobody wants to be treated like a slave anymore. Like, America was built on slavery. Of course, that's how people were going to be treated in major companies. Like, the major companies. The same major companies were given to the people that took this country. Like, of course, it was going to have the same structure. But now the Pluto Return is here and all that is changing. So we all get a chance, an opportunity to take back your power. Use it. Don't let them take it again. All right, guys, that's my message. Later.